Hello, my lovely Gemini. Welcome to your reading for October 2023. This is a general reading for you, Gemini. It's a reading for Gemini Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that will be specific to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notification bell and giving me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate your support. It helps to circulate my videos. Helps me bring more of these videos to you, my lovely Gemini. I have been sitting here meditating on your energy, and I've got to say that there's a level of what's irritating you. It's almost like the thorn in the side. What is it that's niggling you, that needs to change, that needs to shift? You know, sometimes it's have the courage to pull that thorn out and then you're more comfortable. But I'm just feeling like there's a niggling, there's something there in some aspect that is just eating away at you or niggling you or irritating you, that needs to be looked at, that needs to be taken care of in making a decision, or friendship that needs to be removed, a job that needs to be changed, your work environment needs to be reorganized. What is it for you that needs to be made more comfortable? I want to say to you, I want to say that October is going to bring you a great level of transformation, of change. This is a rebirth. This is a coming out of yourself, a discovery of yourself. There's a joyousness. What do you want to create for your reality? They're telling me here. There's a potential here to manifest what it is you're wanting to create. However, I also want to say to you, it's a double-edged sword for you this month, because while there's all this opportunity and potential that is held in October, there's also a fierceness or a work that needs, a courage that needs to happen. There needs to be an exploration here. So you also need to roll up your sleeves and do the work to bring in the changes that you are desiring, that you're wanting to see. So there's going to be things that you're going to tackle that you might feel a little bit uncomfortable about doing, but it's well worth the effort. It's well worth tackling it, getting up the courage to have a look at certain aspects of your life that need to either go or be changed, or a shift needs to be created. So while there's tremendous potential, there's also a bit of, roll up your sleeves and let's do the work. Let's bring in this change, which is really interesting, real contrast. I'm going to draw a card from my saltwater reading cards. They're beautiful, aren't they? So let's have a look, because this is about exploring your totem for the month of October. Then there's the Divine Animal Oracle deck. Let's have a look at what that holds. We've got 2 cards for the saltwater, so I'll give you those. Let's have a look at what they are. Okay. And then lastly, you've got the Catalyst card from my Archetypes deck. Let's have a look at what the Catalyst is. There it goes for this month. Okay, my lovely Gemini, let's explore this. Let's explore this. So first up, you've got the dolphin. Be joyful. This is you, this is the twins, the dolphins. The dolphins communicate. They're incredibly intelligent animals. They communicate, and they're playful, but they have a real sense of family, a real sense of community. So while there is that joy, that dancing around the sun, that, when you look at that, it's like being carefree, going with the flow, appreciating the joy in life, stopping to smell the roses. So October is going to be filled with a lot of absolutely wonderful opportunities. I want to say to you, there's celebrations to be had in October. There's also a lot of socializing to be had in October, a connection with friends or family, and a strengthening of those bonds with that joy. Because there's the sun, that also holds a tremendous amount of potential around you. I want to say to you, my lovely Gemini, you're going to be a little bit like a magnet in October, in bringing to you what it is you're wanting. People, I don't know, someone's going to be approached. Some of you will be approached by a person with an offer, someone that's going to want to tap in, and I feel like they want to tap into your energy. So be mindful of that. Don't empower others or give away your energy. I feel like someone looks at you and go, oh, I want some of that. I also want to say to you that there's someone around you that may be a little bit jealous of what you have that they don't have. So just be aware of your environment as well while you have that experience, that joy. The other card that you've got here is abundance. So you've got fish swimming around, colourful fish and dolphins and joy. This is abundance, and it's the joy, it's that energy that you're tapping into that allows you to create your reality. You create your reality. There's a lot of joy and there's a lot of potential and there's a lot of goodness coming in around you, but it's because of you that's happening. It's because of your energy that's happening. And I want to say to you that it's going to be explosive in October, absolutely explosive. There's a real protection energy around you as well. Then you've got your next totem. So you've got fish, tropical fish, you've got dolphins as your totem, but you've also got Wolverine, the bear. This is the bear, fierceness. This is fierceness. And this is what was channeled to you, which is interesting. They always seem to prepare me for these cards. It's, there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of carefreeness, there's a lot of going with the flow, but then there's also that fierceness. And it's the fierceness that is protection of your loved ones or your children, if you have any. It's about being protective of your ideas and your goals and what you want to achieve in your life as well. So that also requires a fierceness in your self-discovery. So you're operating on a double-edged sword here. There's that carefreeness and there's that joy and there's that embracing of life, but there's also a protective side to you. So it's almost, I want to say to you, I'll go along and have great fun, but don't cross me, because here's my boundary. It's about defining your boundaries this month, defining where you want to go, how far you want to go, how far you want to give others, and how far you're allowing others into your domain, if you like. So it's about being very, very protective. The catalyst here for you is the gem. And this is about realizing your own potential. Now, when you think about gems, diamonds are forged under pressure, deep in the ground. They have to be dug out. They have to be excavated out. You have to work at pulling those out to the surface, and then you have to polish them up. And so this is your potential, your gem. What traits do you have? What qualities do you have? October's now a month to start working on that. If it's spiritual growth, if it's spiritual awareness, if it's connection with your guides, it's going to require work. It's not something that's just going to happen. Building your what you want to manifest, building your reality is going to take work. Roll up your sleeves, because to find the gems in life, there needs to be sometimes personal sacrifice, sometimes roll up your sleeves and do the hard work to achieve the goals that you're wanting to achieve. Very important. So I like that. There's also a mystical element here to your to October for you with the changes that are coming in. There's an awareness. Follow your intuition. Follow your inner guidance. But there's tremendous potential coming up for you. I will show you these cards as I read them. My lovely Gemini, let's have a look at just what's going on here. Okay. Just make some space. I like this. There's new ideas. There's also, whenever there's a time of transition or change or evolution of the soul, there's also, it's also a risky time. What's the riskiest time at birth? It's the actual birthing process is the most at risk. So when your ideas are coming up, you're giving birth to new ideas, that's the most dangerous time. protective. Be protective of your ideas. Be protective of what you want to bring forward. You've got the Knight of Cups here, and this is about messages coming from across the water, from overseas, information coming to you via the ether, the internet, text messages, phone calls. So there's information coming from a distance. It's also love messages coming from a distance, which is really interesting here for some of you. It can be to do with the heart, to do with love. There's a lot to do with overseas. There's a lot to do with international as well. But there's also any ideas that you've got, anything you want to do to expand your base, to expand anything that you're working on. Good time to do that in October. The world is your oyster. Any plans you've got, study, retirement, promotion, change of work, just securing a job, there's great potential here. Someone's buying a property as well. That's a good time to do that as well. The world is your oyster. There's the Fool there. It's let's start this process. Let's start this process. It's also about you being very even-keeled. You've got the Empress here, the birth of new ideas. It could be the birth of a child as well for some of you, but there's growth, there's expansion, there's productivity, there's success. So anything you want to put in place in October, very, very good month to do that, because you're going to get excellent results for your efforts. So there's going to be rewards for your efforts. There's going to be no blocks that are coming in around you. It is going to require work. It's not something that's going to fall in your lap, my lovely Gemini. It is going to require work to get to and to achieve what it is you're wanting to achieve. The more effort you put into it, the more determination you put into a project or into a situation, the better the result is going to be. Okay, who's involved in litigation as well? That is also, be prepared. Be prepared. The more prepared you are, the better the result's going to be. You've also got the Four of Coins here. This is your resources. You're uncovering new resources, new talents, new skills. There's something new that you're learning here, that you're using, that you've stored you've stored for this particular moment. So there's something new that you're uncovering that is going to be very prosperous for you. It's a very opportune time to uncover something here for you. Whether you're uncovering resources, digging into your savings to buy something, where you studied something, now's the time to bring it forward and expand on it, do more work on it. Absolutely. It's also going to bring you a lot of good fortune as well. There is going to be a time where you're walking away from something. You are walking away from something or someone, but you're choosing to do that. It could be someone from your past. It could be a situation from your past. It could be a job. It could be an attitude. It could be behaviours. It could be a cycle. You might think, well, my family, dysfunctional, and they're, I don't want to repeat that cycle. I'm walking away from it. I'm learning something new. That may be what you're digging up. You're digging deep for, learning something new. But you're going to decide to walk away from something, and it's going to be to your betterment, because it's going to develop strength of character. It's going to evolve your soul's journey as well. So you're going to be so very ready. You've given it a lot of thought. You've given it a lot of you've been introspective. You've really, really self-analysed. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and you're ready now to make that move, to leave the past behind. It could be an old way of thinking, old expectations, old cycles, behaviours. It could be a relationship. It could be family. It could be a job. It could be, what is that for you? What does it look like? That's certainly going to happen in October. It may have happened in September for some of you as well. You've also got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is the Six of Coins. It's the Six of Pentacles. This is a Libra card. This is a card of balance, of harmony, of peace, of joy. bringing things into alignment, bringing things into balance in your life. What is that you're bringing into balance? Is it work and home? Is it relationships? Is it children? Is it finances? Is it work? What is it that you're thinking, okay, I need to bring that into alignment. I need to bring that into some sort of balance. It could also be for some of you that there's budgeting involved here. I want to save X amount and this is what I've got to spend. Working out your budget, working out your finances. What can I have? Who's purchasing a car or something big? There's this balancing out. There's this investigation of, what can I do with what I've got? Let's work it out. Let's balance it out. Coming to some sort of balance or agreement about where you live, whether you sell, whether you buy, some exchange. Let's line it up. Let's balance it out. Let's balance it out. Again, you see, you've got this new idea. You've achieved a lot in your life, but there's also something else that you want to do, something else that you want to bring into your life, some other transformation that's coming in here for you. I'm also seeing a butterfly here coming out of a cocoon. So this is a rebirth. This is doing something different. This is about you evolving. What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you want to do? What have you been processing or thinking about or had in your imagination of, this is what I'd like. I have this idea and I want to give it legs. I want to give it motion. I want to bring it into my reality. Absolutely. Because again, see, you've got the cups and it's about what are your wishes? Whatever it is you decide, however many goals you set, it doesn't matter. Just set your goals, have your vision, and go about, have your wish list and go about putting them into place. Not all of them may take off, but a lot of them may. So the more you've got, the better the chance of something working out for you. But I just feel like there's a lot of different things that you're wanting to try, a lot of different things that you're wanting to do. This is... I just feel like it's very expansive for you, Gemini, and I feel like laying those foundations in October is going to be very beneficial for you to give it that growth because it brings in that transformation. There's change coming in around you. Who's moving? There's change coming in around you, which is going to be very, very beneficial. There's some idea or some project that someone or some of you are undertaking. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate because it is going to absolutely change your life. It's going to transform your way of being, your life. Absolutely. It's going to be quite good for you. Who's moving into a farm environment or in I just feel like I want to go to a farm. That's interesting, isn't it? You've also got Emperor energy. Everything you touch turns to gold. So I want to say to you that this month is going to be very, very positive for you. There is a lot of very positive change, a lot of positive opportunities coming for you. There's a lot of synchronicities. Be aware of synchronicities. Be aware of your dreams. Be aware of what's going on around you because there's messages everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's messages. Could be, you see a spider walking up the wall, or you see a moth in a lamp, or you walk outside and there's bees that are very busy. These are messages coming to you. So you might overhear a conversation that resonates with you. Be aware of what's around you because your month is going to be filled with potential. Absolutely filled with potential. I just love it. Very, very positive. Oh, here we go. Divine abundance. What have we got? Guidance. Of course, you see you've got guidance. Follow that star. There's guidance. This is celestial guidance. Guidance from your tribe, from source, from God, from whoever it is that you put your faith in, the angels. But you're going to be guided on this passage through October. I love it. But, you see these synchronicities. You are going to be guided, but you need to put in the work. You need to show fierceness and courage to bring in this change, and you need to also excavate to find the gems and polish them up. So there's something that you're polishing up in you, a quality that you're polishing up to really reach your potential. Let me read this for you, my lovely Gemini. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, You finally have a fixed star to follow. There you go. There you go, my lovely Gemini. I wish you love, light, and many blessings for the month of October. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there that will be specific to you. Many blessings to you, my lovely Gemini.